Hi, I'm Mary Elaine Petrucci. I'm the host of Caregiver Cast. My speaker today is Alicia Reid, who will be talking to us about dementia and the dementia courses that she has available for caregivers. Before I formally introduce Alicia, I'm just going to give you some background information about her. Alicia is an Alzheimer and dementia educator and a published author on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. She owns Serenity Alzheimer's and Dementia Training LLC, and she's been giving care for 16 plus years in Alzheimer's and dementia. And she's gained most of her experience from taking care of her grandmother, who resided at her home with her family and herself. And once she moved out, Alicia dedicated herself to caring for her grandmother every day until she died. She held her hand when she transitioned to glory. This exposure gave Alicia all the hands-on experience needed. She found out that she loved working with the elderly and being a caregiver. She's created eLearning dementia training preparation courses for the National Alzheimer's exam and other digital dementia content. She collaborates with other healthcare professionals, helping them to educate families and professional caregivers. She has worked in memory care units and state facilities and started off as a personal caregiver, respite caregiver, hospice caregiver, and self-employed caregiver. Oh my goodness. She's worked in every environment. Caregiving has been a possibility, and she's has a total of 17. She has a total of 17 years in the caregiving world. Her mission is to give you peace of mind, and she wants to offer her wisdom and experience to caregivers, families, and other health professionals who need to be certified in Alzheimer's/dementia. And she wants to have her students feel engaged in the line of healthcare and to understand Alzheimer's and other dementias. And she wants to help her students get ready for the national exam for Alzheimer's. And students take prep courses through Serenity and earn certificates later this year. Lastly, Alicia wants to emphasize with the client, patient, caregivers, and their families. Welcome to Caregiver Cast, Alicia.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Oh my gosh, you are a woman on a mission here. So,
Yes.
I know. Well, I'll just let everyone know that you just arrived home from your caregiving duties. So you are doing extra duty today, being on the podcast. So can you tell us what's new in dementia, Alicia?
Well, what's new in dementia is that right now it's being talked about all in the dementia news, that on the national board, the the different Alzheimer's Association, as you know, new information come in. And with the different Alzheimer's research team, is updated material. So this is one of the updated material that's going on, is to take a multivitamin a day. It can help to lower Alzheimer's. It's been proven that it can. And that's one reason also why we're supposed to start taking multivitamins as children to help the brain develop properly. And that's one of the reasons why. But now it's being said, with new research study, which is great to bring it up, um, uh, to help in cognition, to help with the thinking. So it is very great. So I tell everybody, you always supposed to take your vitamins. Even if you're healthy, you still should take a vitamin and eat the foods that have the vitamins in it to help each of our body cells to work properly. So a multivitamin is important. I've been taking one since I've been a child. And as an adult, I still take one. I just take a Flintstone. It doesn't have to be high up. If you can do that, do that. But if you can just take a regular multivitamin. Flintstone is still good. I don't like it because it's chalky, but it's healthy. So just chew it up and get it done. And they have the different gummies for someone that likes the gummies. I do a variety of them all to help with the brain health and other um, health benefits as well. So multivitamins, and also I have the article. If you following me, I know we'll get into it later how to find me. You can find it on my postings on my sites with the new article that's out talking about the benefits of it, even the kinds that are good to use. So multivitamins, get your multivitamins. It can help knock off some years. It say it can knock off 2 years time frame of someone gaining dementia. You know, it could help it, you not to get it so soon at least. So yeah, get your multivitamins in.
All right. Well, that's good to know. I didn't realize that research. Thank you. So, what are some of the dementia events that are coming up soon so that caregivers can take advantage of those courses? Now, I know caregiving month is November, but is there something in November that's coming up?
September is Alzheimer's month. And so, September is Alzheimer's month. Yeah. Caregiving is in November. So for Alzheimer's, there's an event that's going to be going on this month on the 22nd. If anybody knows anything about Lori LeBay, she's with the dementia maps. My business would be featured there too, like forever, permanently. You can find everything about me there. They're going to be having an open mic on September 22nd. I believe a person has to register, or either you could just call in, but that information is also on my contact, and we'll get into my contact later. I know that. Also for myself in Serenity, I have a lot that I can tell on the different events, but they're listed on my site. So, and on my social media. But for my company, I'm very, very excited. This is going to be my very first workshop this Sunday, September the 18th at 3 p.m. I will have 3 other guests that will be speaking for the first session of my dementia workshop. So for anybody who wants to sign up, I forgot to post it. I'll go back and post it in the chat. I'll post it in the chat closer to the end so you can get it. I posted all my other contacts in the chat already, but sign up.
Okay.
If you sign up for it, you can be there to listen in. Also, I will be having it recorded, so it will be posted everywhere you can find me. It'll be posted anyway for anybody who wants to have a replay. And then I'm going to turn it into a webinar where there will be different times that a person could go in and watch it, so they don't have to search for it on the website. I mean, on my social media, they could just go to the website and see the webinar there and just click to sign up to watch it, and then they'll have to choose a time. It'll be playing every day, but they just have to choose a time slot that they would want to see, that it will let it play then.
Right.
So that's what's going to be happening. Also, the second session will be a Christmas edition. That will be in December. So for the event that's coming up, if I don't get to post it in the chat, that's fine. They could go to my website and they'll be able to see the upcoming events on my website and still sign up if there's a sign up for it. So either way, they still could be able to get access to it. And as I was saying, I know we discussed you wasn't able to make the first session, but you will be willing to be in the December session.
Yes.
So you will be a part of the December session. I'm announcing this on the podcast. Mary, you will be a part of the second edition, and that's going to be huge. It will be a paid session for the participants who's coming in. So the speakers will be getting paid. So I will be discussing that with you off the air on that. So far that's what's going on. All the other events that I'm a part of and that's coming up that I'm not a part of, is
Mm.
always my social medias, that someone could go and look for them and see what's going on. Yeah.
Oh, okay, great, awesome. So explain to our audience what types of courses that you offer and how does one take these courses through the e-learning course on your website?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
so explain that, please.
So the two courses that I have available, the first one that I have available is for caregivers who want to get in to the caregiving world professionally. They have no idea what it's like
Mm-hmm.
to go out and work for someone. So the first course that I had, that I created like 2 years ago when I first started my company, it is called a caregiver's essential guide, because the guide is
Mm,
very and so that course is to educate a caregiver what the orientation is like, what the training
mm,
is like in the setting, what the setting looks like, medical terminology, the legal aspect of getting into the caregiver world, the office setting, what the um, home care administrations are looking for in us as caregivers, what to expect as being a caregiver, what um, the legal rights of the caregiver and the client. Um, it talks a little bit about the pay. It talks about infectious disease and how to take care of yourself, getting into
mm-hmm,
the caregiver world, what we're responsible for, what we should make sure our job covers us in. It also speaks about how to document as a caregiver, the different
mm,
type of documents that should be in the home or in the facility, whatever environment we're working in, to make sure it's comfortable, to know when to speak up for the client, for yourself, how to negotiate with the client, how to negotiate with the family, how to know
mm,
if the person needs 24-hour care, just a home visit, because sometimes going into the home, you might be working with someone that's a one-on-one and you're just going in for a couple of hours and then you can leave. They don't have to have a relief. It
mm,
speaks about the different types of care and knowing which type of
mm,
care you want to work in and what you're going to be responsible for, how to document appropriately. If you need to make a report, the chain of command you would take, and when it would get to a legal point where you would need to
mm,
have a representative in to protect yourself and your client. Not saying you did anything bad, but it could be something going
mm,
on where you're needed in court because you are the caregiver. It could be the family or somebody has done something wrong, and you need to know how to take the proper steps. It talks about all that so a caregiver can be covered
wow.
in every aspect of the caregiving world. So it's
Mm-hmm,
all of my courses are on an e-learning platform that is paid. You pay to take that course. The course is forever yours. You will
mm-hmm,
learn it. E-learning courses are self-paced. So you go in and you register, you get a login, you take the course at your own pace. You can buy the course today and don't take it for another 2 weeks, a year. I wouldn't wait that long, but just saying, it's on your own term when you go in and take the course. The instructor, okay,
mm-hmm,
because some people get left when they buy a course and you're on your own. You are not on your own ever in Serenity. The course you take on your own at your own
mm,
pace, but you are not left alone. I am able as an instructor to go in to the database. I can see your progress. I know when you registered and created a login. I know when you started the course or when you logged in to take a look at it. I can track you. I can come in and say, hey, you haven't created a login yet. You're going to take your course because you paid for it. At least create a login so you can be in my student portal so I can
mm,
start messaging you. And then
mm-hmm,
I will say, hey, you've bought the course a month ago. You haven't started. Is everything okay? I would like for you to go in and start the course, at least to start one module of the course. I can talk to you. If they're failing the course, I could go in and say, hey, you're not doing well. Let me give you some hints on the test. Let me give you some hints to boost you. Or, okay, I'll just give you a free answer. I can go in and I can do that. I literally can talk to them. They
Mm,
can attempt the test as many times as they want. They could go in and retake the whole course as
mm,
many times as they want. Once you
mm.
buy it, it is forever yours. I was not giving money back on the courses because the ones that was low cost, I was not. But the ones that cost a good bit of money, I do give 30-day back guarantee money, as long as they have not attempted the test. If you've made it to the test, you basically took the course. You just got to get the
Right.
certificate. All of my courses come with a certificate. Okay. I am national, so it will be recognized. But I always tell people it's still up to an employer who they choose to take a certification from, because some businesses don't want to take it from this national board. They like this national board better. That's
Right.
anywhere. But if
Right.
you're national, that's known worldwide. So I
Mhm.
don't see why they won't take it. I tell a person, before you spend your money, if you want to go talk to your employer and say, hey, are you partnered with Serenity? Are you partnered, not even just with Serenity? Are you partnered with the National Board for Alzheimer's? Yeah. Or I'm willing to. Okay, well, maybe you want to reach out to Alicia and be affiliate with her. Or if you're saying you're going to accept national, okay, so I can go and take get education from Serenity under Serenity Alzheimer's. So a person can go and do that as well. Or if they just ask their job, do we take national certification? Yes. Well, then there's no reason why Serenity is not in the number. So
Right.
I would say to do that, because I don't like to take people's money and then they can't do anything. They can learn the knowledge because they're still going to need it. But if they're
Right.
trying to get a raise, then that does matter. They would have to, make sure that their employer is going to use that. Also, when I say it's self-paced, you do it at your own pace, I could go in and see what you're doing. I can give you hints on the test. You get a certificate once you get a 75 or higher on all of my courses. But if a person just wanted to score higher, so it would show on the certificate, they could do that, and then they'll have one that will show a higher grade. They can
Mhm.
do that. I
Okay.
can talk to them as they're working, even before they start working. But in order for me to talk to them before they start working, they have to register to be in my database for me to get to them. So that does matter.
Mhm.
Anytime someone signs up for something from Serenity, you gotta confirm your email. So you're on the list to say the email is good, and then you can start getting emails. And then a person will start, they whatever they signed up for will be
Mhm.
released to them. And that's a problem I've been having. People have not been confirming the emails so that they could get the whatever they
Mhm.
requested to be
Right.
able to send to me. So I would tell them to do that one-on-one. Also with the one-on-one, like if they're stuck, I could go in and talk to them. I could give them some extra help. I can email them some extra help that might not be a part of the course. I'm willing to do something like that. I also give consultations, but the first 15 minutes is free. Um, they just reach out to me for that and say they want a free consultation, and then I'll send them a link. They'll sign up. They'll know how to sign up, and then
Mhm.
it'll be, they can reach me on my Facebook, and it's a way to book a free consultation. They will book a free consultation, and they will
Mhm.
say free, my first free consultation. I'm gonna know if it's supposed to be free or not. And then it tells them how they have to ask me for free, and it has to be 24 hours ahead of time or something like that. They have
Mhm.
to send me the questions so I can be ready to have an answer for them when they reach me. And then they'll
Mhm.
book me that way. And if it's a paid one, that's going to be self-explanatory. When they're in the super checkout, it'll tell them exactly what they have to do because it's paid, and how to get to me, and it'll navigate them through the funnel how to get a paid session. So the free is different because they're not going into something to pay. They're just directly coming to me asking for a free one. So when they ask for a free one, I'm going to tell
Mhm.
them, hey, um, it has to be within 24 hours or 48 hours. Tell me what your questions, what your problems are, where you live, yada, yada, yada. So if I have to get agency involved, I know where you're at to have the links and all that stuff when we talk.
Right.
But if you're paying, it's already going to tell you how it works. So that matters. But the first 15 minutes is always free because I want people to know what they're getting from me is real. And I really do go out and help people and get resources for them. And I have the review on my business page to show that my consultations are real. And then they can move forward to having paid sessions after that. And also with speaking about the teachings, I teach free in my Serenity Alzheimer's and Dementia group on Facebook. That's free learning. You just look on the timeline and you just see all the free posts that's there. And I have other members in there that post. I have other educators that post that I'm partnered with. I have different files and like learning materials that I want them to learn. They will go to the guide tab and they would just do the assignment and learn. So that's a free way if they're not able to start getting into the paid, because it's not all about money. And like I said, I'm doing a workshop that's free. That's learning. I get with other educators and I post the interviews on my page, and in the group it's free. So that's they can be able to see that. And so that's the way that I'm teaching people right now. So that's what I have to offer. I have the Essential Guide course, like I was telling you. It I think it's $57.97, somewhere close to that. But with the coupon, they have to reach out to me and say, hey, I want the coupon for the Essential Guide course.
Okay.
And then I'll give them the code for that. And so I also have the link for that course that they can buy is in the chat. And then the newest one is What Do You Know About Dementia? That speaks all about dementia. That one is $4.97, but it's discounted like 100 and something off. They have to ask for the code for that, and I'll give them the code for that. Also, if that course gets in the abandoned cart because they didn't pay for it, there's going to be a little special note in there to say, hey, you abandoned your item. It's going to be a little special something in there. If they read it, they can get some more money off as well to help them. And so that's the two courses that I have available. They ask for the code. That's in the chat.
Okay.
And another learning material that I have is my lead magnets. One is the memory. It's called the memory checklist to make sure your mind is, you're not losing your memory. So they have to sign up for that. They have to subscribe. They have to go confirm the email, and then they can download the document. And I always ask for reviews on anything that someone gets from me. That's in the chat. They can go and subscribe and get that. Okay. And then the last lead magnet that I have, it's a communication brochure to help them if they're on the go and they're having a problem communicating with someone that has dementia. It has some tips that can help them to get out of their situation that they're going through. So that's a communication brochure. That's in the chat. That link is in the chat. They can sign up for that, confirm the email, and they can get that. So that's the learning that I have available right now. The national course will come out later this year. It's going to be huge. It is going to cost. I will have ads running, so there's no way anybody can miss it. But if they stay linked up to me and communicate with me on my different social medias, there's no way that they can miss it. And being a part of the community, Serenity Alzheimer's, being a part of the group is where all the big discounts are at. So I would say get into the group. And so they can be able to afford to be a part of Serenity. So that's all the learning that I have, besides also the books that I create in my authorship. They can learn from my books as well.
Okay. Wow. Sounds pretty amazing. The courses. So or do you just do your e-learning courses on your own platform, or is there a new one?
No, my e-learning courses is on my platform only. They have to go to my website to get to the courses. Okay. I do not have the What Do You Know course on the website yet, but it will be on the website tonight. So by the time this broadcast is shared, sometime tonight, it'll be available, but the Essential Guide course is there. But the What Do You Know About Dementia course will be on the website. And the event that's coming up for Sunday will be on the website. I forgot to put it on there. My apologies, but everything that you can pay for and get from me will be on the website. All my social media links, you can go to my website and reach me on all my platforms. The only platform that's not a part of my website is my blog. You just have to follow my page, the business page, and follow the get in the Serenity group, and you can get a hold of the my blog.
Okay, awesome. So, what's the name of some of the books that you published, and what are they all about, Alicia?
I have 4 books. So my first book that I have, I'm gonna have to pull it up because it's not a hard copy. It's just in digital form.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have to pull that book up and show it. I'm gonna go to my author page. It's called Health and Wellness Tips for Caregivers is the first book. I'm just going to show my screen.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Let me give you permission. Go ahead.
Well, I'm not going to share that screen. I'm just gonna, I have it on my phone because I'm not going to pull it up. I don't know if you can see. It might be kind of hard. It might be hard to see it. It's health and wellness tips for caregivers.
Okay. And
I'm trying
where
to get
can we
this is
find
the
it?
book cover. I don't know if you can, if I put it up
Yes.
on the screen. Can you see that?
Yes.
This is the book cover, Health and Wellness Tips for Caregivers on Amazon.
Okay.
By myself, Alicia Reid. And if when they follow me on Amazon, they'll be able to see all the other books as well. But it's Health and Wellness Tips for Caregivers by myself, Alicia Reid.
Thank you. Wow.
Okay. So that one of the books that's there, and I'm just going to talk about the book a little bit. So an introduction to this book is, in this book you will find health and wellness tips for caregivers. You will find guidance to helping caregivers to stay healthy and strong. This book gives caregivers the inspiration to keep going through the tough days, okay, that they face in doing caregiving. This book is full of vivid images to relax the mind and to calm the emotions. So the table of contents is caregiver tips 110, caregiver survival tips, express yourself, strength for today, 6 tips to avoid caregiver burnout, 6 mental benefits to exercise.
Okay.
4 lessons learned when caregiving. Kind-hearted is a nice little quote. And healthy routine. Okay. So I'm going to read the caregiver tips 110. Caregivers tips 110. I'm going to blow it up. Caregiver tip 110. Always have someone to talk to. If not, find a private place to let your frustrations outwards. Stand proud and walk on. And this is the image. I love to be on the beach. You probably can't see it well.
Oh, yes, I can. Oh, yes.
With the beautiful flowers.
Oh,
so
yeah.
this is something I would do, like a boardwalk or something. That is good for meditation.
Okay.
That's something I would do. Also in the book, I'll read one more from that book. This is the caregiver survival tip. Okay. Take your time. Okay?
Mhm.
Accept help.
Yeah.
Eat good.
Mhm.
Get adequate sleep.
Mm.
Make your health a priority. Plan activity time. Have a support group. And I love to paint sometimes, just getting frustrated. And I'm just doing all
Mm.
that. So this is a nice little painting.
Wow, I like it.
So
Wow.
it's a lot in this book that can really help. So that's the ebook, because that one is only in ebook form. So that's why I did it that way. So
Okay.
now I'm getting into my paperback books that are also in ebook form. I'm going to start off with one. And like I said, I'm on Amazon, Alicia A. Reid, Alicia, middle initials A, last name Reid, Reid. Find
Yeah.
me on Amazon, follow me. You can get to all my books that will ever be published. That's on Amazon. So that's a quick way to find all the books, because I didn't post the link in. So this is Herbal Healing for Your Mind.
Mm.
Herbal Healing for Your
Healing.
Mind by
Wow.
myself. So this is
Okay.
a herbal book that speaks about the different herbs. A few. These are the strongest herbs that help to um, keep the mind strong, help with inflammation.
Mhm.
So let me look this up. So okay, so in this book, you will discover the herbs that aid in healing the mind, the brain, associated with Alzheimer's and other dementias.
Mm.
You will also discover the benefits, where it grows, and how to use it. So, this is the
Mm.
purpose for this book. You will find the places all over the world where these memory saving herbs are grown.
Mm.
You will
Okay.
learn new recipes to prepare that will wake up your taste buds and strengthen your brain cells. Okay.
Mhm.
Also, I'm going to be doing different recipes soon. I don't know if I should consider it a podcast or just make it just little video clips of recipes. Probably, yeah, videos that I'm going to make to show recipes using some of the herbs, like
Mhm.
recipes that I like. That's another thing that I'm going to be doing
Wow.
on the Serenity YouTube channel, because there is a Serenity Alzheimer's and Dementia YouTube
Mm.
channel, the name of it.
Okay.
If you want to follow on YouTube, just follow the business on YouTube. So I'm going to read the intro. I think it's very funny. It's very catchy. So, sage your mind. Sage can improve your cognition and lower your risk of Alzheimer's. Did you know that when sage is made into a drinker, it's called thinker tea? Yep, drink sage. It might help you think better. Herbs not only enhance your food, but they work with your body chemistry to lower inflammation, confusion, and brain
Mhm.
fog. Turmeric, an
Mm.
Indian saffron, is often hailed as the miracle herb that halts inflammation and makes your dog love you.
Wow.
Ladies, what about the sunburn from laying in the sun on the beach? Let turmeric lighten up that skin and have you glowing.
Mm.
Lemon balm is the herb trusted by kings and princesses, known for its unique mind calming and libido, libido
Mhm.
stringing properties, and calming. A cup of lemon balm will not only regulate your thyroid function, but
Mm.
also make you more desirable.
Ooh. Didn't know
King
that.
Charles, King Charles IV and the Princess of Glamorgan drink tea every day with lemon balm.
Mm.
This book goes through all the powerful herbs to help you address mood and regulatory issues. Ginseng has been used as a balancing tonic,
Mhm.
also an herb with the unique ability to stimulate and relax the nervous system. It mostly gives you energy and boosts the sex drive.
Wow.
Who's hopping around like a bunny tonight? Ha
Wow.
ha, just kidding. Getting good, huh? I advise you to keep reading. So you want to know more? This is the book to get. You can see the geographic region that these herbs grow,
Wow.
how to use them, the benefits. Okay,
Nice.
and some
Mm-hmm.
fun facts in here, recipes. So herbal healing for your mind is
Okay.
one that I advise you to get. Moving along, you need to know about the caregiving world when it comes down to Alzheimer's and different dementias, how to give the care.
Mhm.
You're learning how to cope. I advise you to get a caregiver's guide, Alzheimer's and Dementia, again by myself, Alicia Reid. Okay.
Mm. Wow.
In this book, you will be guided with information on how to cope and how to give care to Alzheimer's patients and patients that have different types of dementia. You will discover the reality of the client's life. You will also learn how to prepare for different scenarios that will take place.
Mm.
You will learn of resources and references available for Alzheimer's and other types of dementia uh, patients, as well as learning for yourself and helping other caregivers. Okay. You
Mm-hmm.
will be well equipped to help your client patient and the families in their needs. You will learn the types of stages of dementia. You will find in this book how to become certified and trained through myself, Serenity, Alzheimer's, and other organizations. Okay.
Mm.
So you will learn the different organizations that I'm also subscribed to when you read this book.
Wow.
And I would like you to enjoy. So the different titles in this book, first I go into teaching you more about the physical symptoms of Alzheimer's. You will learn how to handle combative clients. You will learn the patient rights, the stages of Alzheimer's, the challenges a caregiver faces. Um, you will be prepared on how to deal with the client as you're a caregiver. You will
Mm-hmm.
learn about the communication aspect. You will learn the
Wow.
types of dementia and staying in the know. Like this is just resources to help you stay knowing about dementia is what I
Right.
mean when I say staying
Right.
in the know.
Right.
And the different resources that I use to help me learn. And of course, my business is listed
Mm.
as well.
Awesome.
So I'm just going to go into combative is one of the biggest areas. I'm just going to read a little bit about combative. I'll
Okay.
say, so according to Alzheimer's.net, the caregiver must identify what causes Alzheimer's or a different type of dementia, the combative behavior. So,
Mm-hmm.
one, examine the behavior thoroughly. Is your patient client truly having a behavior problem?
Mm.
This is usually when a behavior can turn adverse. Can they cause harm? Is a question we should be asking. Number
Okay.
two, some behaviors can, some behaviors can or may bring shame, be destructive, or be unsettling. One can actually be harmful. At this point,
Mm.
do not correct, intervene, or escalate the situation. Please, big
Right.
caps. You must know when to let go.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Example, if your client patient is used to sleeping at 11 a.m., let them.
Yes.
Remember, when someone has dementia, they have a routine. If you mess that up, you're going to have a problem. If you have to, you got to have a way to know how to approach that change. You can't just change it and expect it to work. You're going to have a problem.
You're right.
Example two, if your client patient is not ready for medication, this is another big one. Give them a window. Ask the doctor, can they have a window for the
Mm.
med, a time
Okay.
frame that they have to have it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't change their routine. It's
No.
good to keep the same care time. Try not to switch caregivers too much also. So that's the tip I wanted to give in that book, but it goes on and on and on And there's so much resources that's in the back that a person can use to help them get help. There's a
Okay.
ton of ways. In here, there's activities that's also a part of communication that
Mhm.
can be done to help with behaviors and just to be active with them. So that's that book. And the
Mhm.
last book that I have, the last but not least, one of my favorites, Memories of Surviving.
Ah,
Inspirational quotes and poems with the 30-day journal by myself, Alicia Reid. This is the last book that I published. This
wow.
book is full of inspirational poems that will help
Mhm.
go through the emotions of a caregiver, whether your family or professional or just someone that was around someone that has the illness. It's for
Mhm.
everybody. Help you to cope. Okay. So this is the purpose of this book. In this book, you will be gifted with inspirational quotes and poems that will help you in your feelings and thoughts of this frustrating journey. You
Mm.
will be taken on a ride of emotions as you take in the inspiration this book gives. At the end of this book with the 30-day journal, you will be prompted to express your feelings and your thoughts for 30 days straight on how you're feeling after you've made it through this book.
Mhm.
And I love to see the reviews of what people have to say.
Mm.
Even if they read the book, I try to get in touch with them so that I can have like a recorded review so they can read me some of their emotions that they've been
Mm.
going through to use as testimonies. Okay.
Right.
So I'm going to read a couple of my favorite poems. I'm going to read all the I'm just going to read out all the poems that's in the book, and then I'm going to read just a couple of my favorites. They're very short. So, okay, so we got a poem, Mom. One is called Dad. One is called Memory,
Mm.
Clouded. One is called Gentle. One is
Mhm.
called Shielded. One is called Luminous Rainbow. One is called Ode to the Mind, which
Mm.
is one of my favorites, Ode to the Mind. I Weep is one of them. A Caregiver's Motto.
Mm.
Remember Me, Sailing Away, which is another one of my favorites. I Got Brain,
Mm.
Each Day, and The Same Old Me, which is one of my other favorites. So I'm going to start off with one of my favorites.
Did you write these, Alicia?
Yes, this is my book that I created. I wrote all of my poems. Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Ode to the Mind. Your sunny mind, you inspire me to help you on your dark days. How I love the way spring is near and happy, invading your mind day through night, always dreaming about the large chappy. Let me compare you to a daring male, excuse me. You are always glaring, staring, and caring. Big rains flood the great fields of spring, and the springtime has the role of bearing. How do I love you? Let me count the ways. I love your bright brain, heart, and memory.
Mm.
Thinking of your charming heart filled my days. My love for you is the sound of my soul. Now
Mm.
must now I must go away, keep you with a surprised heart. Remember my clear words. Willis, we're apart.
Mm. That's very nice. Thank you.
Okay, I'll read one more. I'll read. I got two more to read. Okay, sailing away. I am sailing away from the sunny seashore, wiped up by the vicious waves.
Mm.
My mind a twirling. I'm so confused. Don't know if I'm coming or going. On this dementia journey, I know I'm not alone. There is others that's sailing. There's others that's sailing too. The only difference is my journey sails different. Goodbye
Mhm.
for now. I'll see you on the other side of the sunny seashore.
Mm. Wow. Thank you for
This is the
sharing.
last one. The same old me. This is the last one. My mind have shifted, but I'm the same old me. My mind that's a slipping doesn't define me.
Mm.
I am who I am. I like what I like. Don't remember me by my thoughts.
Mm.
Remember me by my character, the same old me. That's the
Oh,
last one.
awesome.
Memories
Wow.
of surviving.
I love it. Thank you for sharing that.
Welcome.
So can you let our listeners know where they can find Serenity Alzheimer's?
Yes, you can find Serenity Alzheimer's on my website at www.serenityalzheimersanddementia-training.com. Also, and when you go on the website, all my social media links are there. Just click it, follow, and you got me. Also, you can contact me. There's like a contact page where you put in your information. If you want to do it through email, it will go to my business email, not my personal, which is great. So
Mhm.
all my social media links are on my website at www.serenityaLzheimersandDementiaTraining.com. You can find me there. All my social media links are there. Even the group is there. Contact me on all so you always have a way to see what I'm posting. And you can be able to reach me. And then there's actual a contact page if you want to email me.
Okay,
You can
perfect.
email me. Even at the bottom of each of my pages of my website,
Mhm.
it also has my email there. So you can find me there. I believe the YouTube channel is there. I'm not sure. I don't remember if my YouTube channel is there. But if it's not, all you got to do is just type in the business name, Serenity Alzheimer's and Dementia Training, and then it'll bring you to the business YouTube. If you type up the business on Facebook, you still can find the page and the group there as well. But to get everywhere I am, just going to the website will lead you to where I am to find me. Mhm.
Awesome. Can you give us 3 takeaways, Alicia, about how to utilize like your dementia and Alzheimer's programs so it would make caregiving easier?
Yes, the three takeaways I would say, you don't know what's going on in Serenity if you don't follow and become part of Serenity to know
Mm.
what's going on. So that's the number one way to get in so you can know what Serenity has to
Mm.
offer. Please, 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 please. I say my business is not about all about money, but this is my company, so I have to run off funds, and I'm funding my company out of pocket with
Mm.
me working my other jobs. Okay, so I do need money coming in, but only buy if you feel it's worth it. Okay,
Mhm.
and if I need to make changes, come to me and tell me because I'm for the people. Okay,
Okay.
but getting in free. This is my second take. Serenity is not all about money. There's no way you cannot learn. Everybody can learn from Serenity, okay?
Mhm.
Get to the group. It is free. I have speakers that post learning education that they get from different resources and from their own company
Mm.
in Serenity, okay?
Okay.
I partner with a lot of people. I partner with doctors that I do not pay them to sponsor me. They want to be a part of Serenity. They see where Serenity is going and what Serenity has to offer. I have big people that's bigger than me come to me every day wanting to know how can they be a partner of my business.
Mhm.
And so I have different collaborations that I'm working on now, for different events and stuff that's coming up. So just getting into Serenity group
Okay.
free, getting in free, you
Mhm.
can learn, be active, scroll the timeline and read the content.
Okay.
Search up Serenity, different topics that you're trying to find that's in dementia. And even if there's something you're trying to learn on, I won't always make a course because it's not always paid. I'll go in and create a little free article or something and post it in the group for everybody to have and tag you. So, hey, I created this for you and everybody else can have it.
Mm,
I create free stuff. I might create a free ebook and drop it in the group because people want to learn about a certain topics. Just becoming a part of the community
mm,
of Serenity will grant you free access to education. Sharing the group, sharing the content for
mm.
Serenity only can share if you're on the business page. I don't let anything get shared out of the group because I want you to come in and be a part of the community. So I don't
Right,
have a share tab on the group.
right.
But being a part of the page and the YouTube and different videos and stuff that can be shared.
Mm,
So just getting in like that can be shared. Showing up for free events,
mm-hmm.
you can share that. There's way to learn from Serenity. The third way, it would be the paid way to pay for the education that I created, that I'm promoting, that I want you to buy. The reason why you're buying it is not so much just because you're learning it. You're really buying it to have the certificate to say that you
Right,
completed it, and Serenity makes sense. The
right,
education makes sense. So I'm paying for it because I want to say that I mastered what Alicia's teaching through Serenity. That's really what you're paying for, to have
right,
the certificates. The courses are not national. They're just paid courses for you to get the certificate, and you forever have the platform to go back and learn. The only thing that's national is when the national certification hits. That's national. But your education is still on a national level because you're learning through a business that is national. You know what I'm saying? But if you
right,
wanted to be
right.
a national person, you have to pay for the national certification. So that's my 3 takes on learning from Serenity. And get the books, just the books. Get knowledge
Mhm.
from reading. I,
Yeah,
as a person that's learning, you got to read.
right.
I want you to read. And so that's my 3 takes. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Alicia. I really appreciate you being on and letting the listeners know about your company Serenity, and letting us know how to get courses and books through you so that they can learn more and about those two dementias. And thank you so much for being here.
Yes, and I'm posting my website just in case I did not do it. This is Serenity Alzheimer's and dementia training.com. So I should be able to be reached.
Great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you being on today. Thank you, Alicia.
Yes, thank you.